Hey, small business leaders. JustWorks gives you peace of mind knowing that payroll will run smoothly, your team has access to benefits that fit their needs and fit your budget, and your business is getting the support it needs, always. Take a look at JustWorks transparent pricing by visiting justworks.com/pricing. That's justworks.com/pricing for details.
This is Optimal Startup Daily, episode 1018. The secret to greater productivity is to focus on less, by Pullein of Pullein.com. And hi there, I'm Dan. I'm your narrator and host here, and I'm with you every single day, including weekends like today. And today we're going to hear from Pullein about maybe something a little bit counterintuitive in terms of how to be more productive. So let's get right into that article for you and start optimizing your life. The secret to greater productivity is to focus on less, by Pullein of Pullein.com. When I was a little boy, my mother used to tell me my eyes were bigger than my stomach. This was because I always wanted more food than I was capable of eating in one sitting. And just like your eyes being bigger than your stomach, your thinking about how much you can do each day is bigger than you can actually do. Overenthusiasm causes problems later. Often when we start to get ourselves organized, we create a long list of to-dos and immediately feel better having gotten everything written down. Then we begin to tackle those tasks, and every time we look at the list, our hearts sink and a feeling of overwhelm descends. From there, it's just a short walk to procrastination. For those who have followed the principles of David Allen's Getting Things Done, the idea is to break everything down into bite-sized chunks organized by context, so things don't feel overwhelming. Unfortunately, long lists of to-dos do just that. They create a sense of overwhelm. Just going to see a film at the cinema could create a list of 10 to 15 things. In reality, all you need is 1. Find out when Wendy can go see Bohemian Rhapsody, and 2. Book tickets to see Bohemian Rhapsody. 2 tasks. I would not even create a project for that. I would just add them to my family area of focus holder. And that's it, really. Occasionally, in our overexcitement to create to-dos and projects, we fill our to-do list managers with a lot of unnecessary tasks and projects. Look for the shortest route to completion. What you should be asking yourself is, how do I get from where I am now to where I want to be in the shortest distance and time? In our going to the cinema example, that would simply be 2 tasks, not several tasks, such as check calendar for free evenings, find out the bus timetable, and decide what seats to book. When you break things down into such finite detail, you end up with an overwhelmingly long list. And rather than make you more productive, it is much more likely to turn you into a habitual procrastinator. If you want to become more productive, then shorten your lists. Focus more on what you want to achieve and less on the individual tasks. Imagine you have a report to complete. Many people will create tasks such as talk to Fiona about last year's sales, discuss with Terry any issues related to customer support, finalize the design with Annie, ask Sarah about who to send the report to, collect images for the report, write report, and email report to recipients. Focus on the one task that will accomplish the most. Now, that's all good and clear, but there's lots of tasks there that do not really need to be on your list at the start. The most important task there is write the report. That's the goal with this project. All the other tasks may need doing, but they are far less important than the writing of the report. So a more effective list would be 3 items. Write the outline of the report, write the report, and finalize the report for distribution. That gets the report written. And if you do need to insert images, get more information about sales, and adjust the design, you can do all that once the report is written. What you really need to do is to get the report written. Images, design, customer support issues, and sales data can be added once the bulk of the report has been written. Creating lists in this way reduces overwhelm and gets the biggest and often the most difficult part of the project done. Adjustments and tidying up can be done later. This is how I manage all my projects, including writing books. A book project, for instance, has about 2 tasks for the majority of the time. Write outline and continue writing book. Once I begin the editing, then other tasks will get added. Until the book is written, illustrations, charts, and images can wait. It is only when the first draft of the book is written that I'll know exactly what illustrations and images I want to include in the book. So there's no point in having all those tasks at the beginning. The important thing is the first draft is written. Without that, everything else is pointless. Structuring my projects in this way focuses me on the task that matters, in this case, writing the book, and keeps the less important tasks at bay. When the editing of the book begins, I'll be adding many more tasks, but I'm not dating those tasks. All I have is a task that says, continue editing book. And I will begin by opening up my list of things I want to add and subtract and just get on and edit. To-do lists are great, and modern technology has embraced the humble to-do list and made collecting and organizing tasks very easy. But just because it is easy does not mean you have to go crazy and add more and more tasks to your list. You need to get creative and reduce your lists to keep them motivating. Yet at the same time, they trigger what needs to happen next. The goal is to keep moving forward and making progress. A long list of tasks is only going to mean you have more choices to make, and that will inevitably cause you to delay starting doing what really matters to get the project completed. Becoming more productive is nothing more than becoming more effective with your time. When you plan 1 or 2 things you must get done the next day, and you start the day working on one of those tasks, you're going to have more days where you get important things done and feel satisfied with what you've accomplished at the end of the day. When you have a lot of those days adding up, you're going to find you start accomplishing a lot more with your available time. You just listened to the post titled, "The Secret to Greater Productivity is to Focus on Less," by Pullein of Pullein.com.
Hey, small business leaders. JustWorks gives you peace of mind knowing that payroll will run smoothly, your team has access to benefits that fit their needs and fit your budget, and your business is getting the support it needs, always. Take a look at JustWorks transparent pricing by visiting justworks.com/pricing. That's justworks.com/pricing for details.
If you run a successful business and you're looking to automate your workflow, listen up, because NetSuite by Oracle has just rolled out the best offer we've ever seen. NetSuite gives your business everything you need to reduce manual processes, boost efficiency, and increase productivity across every department. So I just love that you're not only getting visibility and control, but also the power that comes with having all of your information in one place. And for the first time in NetSuite's 22 years as the #1 cloud financial system, you can defer payments of a full NetSuite implementation for 6 months. That's no payment and no interest for 6 months. It's time to join the more than 36,000 companies that have already upgraded to NetSuite. If you've been sizing NetSuite up to make the switch, then you know this deal is unprecedented. No interest, no payments. Take advantage of this special financing offer at netsuite.com/startup. netsuite.com/startup to get the visibility and control you need to weather any storm. netsuite.com/startup. And thank you so much to Carl once again for a great post. Carl is a renowned productivity and time management coach who's helped thousands of people around the world get better at managing their time and become more productive using technology they carry around with them every day. You can check out his podcast. It's called the Working With Podcast. He's also written 3 books on productivity and time management, and he's got a couple of courses you can check into as well. They're called Time and Life Mastery and Your Digital Life. Carl describes his purpose as helping people learn how to manage their time so they can enjoy their lives and build a life they're truly proud of. And he's featured on Optimal Living Daily as well, so you can check out that show for more from Carl and swing by carlpullein.com to show him some support and check out all the goodies he's got there. You can check out his podcast, which I mentioned, plus coaching, courses, webinars, books, downloads, and more. But that's going to do it for today. Hope you enjoyed this Saturday edition, and thanks so much for being here with me. And I will see you once again tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.